While the negotiations stumble in Brussels, at Athens' fish market, the haggling is as rowdy as ever. For the past 6 years, most Greeks have become familiar with the stream of threats, deadlines and demands that came with a €240 billion life jacket. But rather than being downcast at the failure to find a new agreement, most here seem convinced a compromise will be reached that will keep the cash flowing with less stringent strings attached.
I don't know if there will be a compromise, but we are supporting the government. We are behind them. We can't continue to be slapped around.
I'm Russian and I love Greece very much. And I think that with Russia, at least, there could be some kind of an agreement. I hope so.
There is no breakdown in the talks. All of Europe is playing a game of bluff against Greece, and it's doomed to lose.
But without a deal, the country will start to run out of money. The bailout is due to expire in 11 days. Germany wants the deal extended. The Greeks want it amended. And the scale of their economic struggle is colossal. Greek gross national debt is €315 billion, almost exactly the same as in 2010. But since then, national income has collapsed. Over half of the country's under 25s are out of work. And overall unemployment is now at 26%. That's 1.7 million people. This means Greece's GDP has shrunk to 179.3 billion. Their debt is now approaching double their GDP and could go higher. Meanwhile, the Greek stock market, the AFEX 20, is down 41% in the last year. And the banks seeking bailout from the EU have seen their share price plummet by up to 99.9% since the beginning of the economic crisis. But the new Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras says the bailout is shackling them to further penury.
We are not in a hurry and we will not compromise. We are, however, working hard for an honourable and mutually beneficial solution. In other words, a solution without austerity, without the bailout which destroyed Greece in the last years, for an agreement without the toxic presence of the Troika.
But the painful pruning has produced some positive data. The country is now running a small primary budget surplus and tourism is on the up. But if Greece can't service its massive debts, the edifice could still crumble. So why is it so difficult to find a compromise in these negotiations? Well, firstly, the Greek government believes it has a strong mandate from its people and support for their position is growing. But secondly, there are other countries sitting around that table that were also forced into austerity that do not want to see Greece getting special treatment. Add to that the EU's complex processes. Some countries must ask their parliaments to ratify any extension. All these pressures are building as the bailout expiry date approaches. Robert Nisbet, Sky News, Athens.